Hot. What's up, YouTube? I know it's been a while. I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to do next, and I've been trying to focus on studying and doing other things. But let's get into this install video. We got a charge pipe from CTS. What's their name? CTS Turbo. So we're about to put this on. I bought it from ECS Tuning. They had a sale over Memorial Day weekend. So let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna put a list of the tools we need. I know we need a flathead screwdriver, a T25 Torx bit, a T30 Torx bit, and I think that's it. But I'll put a list of the rest of the tools right here. All right, first things first, we're gonna take off the intake. So as always, with mostly anything we do under the engine bay, we're gonna take off this shield, and then we're also gonna need to take off this shield. It also just pops up, and then we're gonna go ahead by taking off the intake, and then we're gonna get to the charge pipe, which is this thing right here. So for the ones who watched before, you know it's a T20, I believe. Yeah, T20 Torx bit to get off this MAF sensor. Then I'm gonna go ahead and undo the top part. I hate doing this because it messes up the carbon, but you gotta do what you gotta do. There's that. All right, so that kind of gives us a little bit more room to work with to get to the back of the charge pipe back there. So now we're gonna go ahead and get this sensor off and this sensor right here. So to get this off, we're gonna need to pull at this tab right here. And then it just pops out, and then you're also going to want to pull it up from right here like that. And then we're going to do the same for this one right here. This tab is white, so you're going to try and pull it out. I can't get it with my hand, so I'm going to get a pick tool, this little thing right here, and try and slide it back. Messing with things on these BMWs is always a little nerve-wracking because you never want to break it, especially with the older the car is, the more fragile the plastics become. All right, so the trick to get this one off is I'm gonna just put it on. So once you slide this back, you want to take the pick tool and go in front of it and try and release this little black plug. You want to lift it up and then slide back, and it'll come out. So now we could go ahead and take off these torque bolts right here. There's one here, and then one under there. I'll show you after. If you are wondering where to get a Torx bit socket from, I got this set from eBay. It goes from T10 all the way to T55, and it also has E-sockets, which are E6 to E16, which are these over here. So that's where you can get that from, and then it comes with an adapter as well, so you can use it on your 3/8. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but it does have some lock bit on it, Loctite or NECs, probably NECs because it's great. So we're gonna make sure to put something back on when we put it back in on the new one. That longer adapter actually helped as well. I got that one out much quicker. So now we have that loose right there. Now this is the part where we need the screwdriver. So this clamp, this is for the new one. So the old one has one as well. So we're gonna need the flathead screwdriver to kind of get it in between one of these prongs so we could lift it up. Or you could use the pick tool. I wouldn't suggest using the pick tool just in case it slips and hits something that it's not supposed to. Then you got a bigger problem on your hands. So just use the flathead screwdriver. I will recommend getting a long one so you can actually get some reach in there, unless you got smaller hands. And yeah, that's how we're gonna get the bottom to get disconnected. All right, so that was fairly easy. I would recommend going under the charge pipe once you got it loose, move it around a little bit, and then go under here. So what I did is I went under like this. It's kind of bad. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I went under like this, and then I just lifted it up and it popped right out. All right, so now once you got it out, you could wiggle it off and it should pop right up. So here's the charge pipe. There's a gasket in here. The one I bought actually came with a new gasket. So the reason you want to replace this is because once you want to tune your car and add more boost, more like a stage 2 or 3 tune, these things can crack under pressure because they're plastic. So you want to upgrade to a metal one so it won't crack. And some of the places are like here and here are some of the places it can crack, and around here where this kind of boot is. So it's just really kind of preventative maintenance. So we're gonna install the new one. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. All right, so to get these off, you can try and twist this off with a hand. I couldn't do it. It was too tight, so I just grabbed the plier and it cracked off real easily. So there's that. So you could just twist it off the rest of the way. And then this side is a T25 bit. So that's where that T25 Torx bit comes in to get this off. So I'm gonna do that and I'll come back to you guys. So here's the new charge pipe. It's aluminum. So it's going to be more durable, and we're going to get a little bit better airflow and less turbo lag. So it is definitely an upgrade that's worth it, especially you don't want your charge pipe to blow up while you're driving, because that's going to leave you stranded on the side of the road. Then you're going to have to call a tow truck, and my experience, tow trucks take forever, so we don't want that. So we're going to go ahead and install the new, not the new, but the old connectors into the new charge pipe. So here's the cutout for one, and here's the cutout for the other. I'm not really sure what this is. It's probably for you to be able to add some type of upgrade, but I'm not sure. Here's the O-ring for the new one, and they give us a replacement bolt um, to use for this. So the old one was a T25. This is a, I forgot what it's called, an Allen key. So we're gonna need an Allen key for this new one. So let's put it together. Now you do want to make sure it's snug, but you don't want to over tighten it because you don't want to crack it. So just get it hand tight. Hand tight might not be the word, but just make sure it's like 2-finger tight. Just because you don't want to over tighten it. So with the gasket, it does go in between. I don't know if y'all can see. It does go in between these ridges right here. So you just put one part in and then rub your finger around both sides, you should be able to get it to pop in. I forgot the mic wasn't by the camera. So, but like I was saying, if you can't get it in and it's a little too hard, I would suggest getting a little bit of oil off of the old one, because 9 times out of 10 there's going to be a little bit of oil in it. You just grab your finger, grab a little bit of oil, put it on the outside of the ring. That should help it slip in. So now it's time to put this on the car. All right, so I got the bottom part in. I actually pushed the clip in all the way and then just slid it in until I heard it click, which means it's on all the way. Then just give it an extra pull to make sure that it doesn't come out. Now it does still twist side to side. I'm not sure if the old one did that because I didn't test it out, but it should be okay. Now this part is a little not aligned, but we're gonna tighten it up and that should be good. This socket isn't that good either. As you can see, it's popping out, so I gotta hold it down so it doesn't go to the wrong side. I'm gonna get some better tools. All right, they're mowing the grass over there, so hopefully you all can't hear it, or if you can, hopefully it's not too loud. But I got those connected, so now we're gonna go ahead and tighten up this last clamp. All right, so I was just being a little extra and making sure you could read the logo, but now that we got that on, we're gonna go ahead and put our sensors back on. And you want to make sure when you put the sensors back on to lock it in place, just so it's not just loose. And then unfortunately they don't put something for you to clamp this onto from the clamp that was on the top of the old one. I'll show you in a second. So the old one, if you guys remember, it had this right here, which this clamped into, but they don't provide anything for that. So it's just gonna be hanging. So now that we got all of that back in, now we could go ahead and reinstall our air intake and then put the covers back on. I'll come to you guys when that's finished. All right, so I got the cover back on, got the intake and the MAF airflow sensor back on. I didn't want to put this cover just so you guys could see the full view. So that's how it looks. Got the nice CTS logo right there and right there, and paired with this beautiful Dyna intake. I think it looks pretty good. I didn't want to get red. I know a lot of people get red, but to me, it just looks tacky. It's like the only red thing besides that in the engine bay. It just looks weird to me. That's enough red for me. So yeah, I'm happy with this install. I didn't start the car up. I'm about to do that now, take it for a test drive just to make sure everything worked how it should. I think the black with the carbon is a nice touch. It's very simplistic, and it doesn't look like you got too much going on under here. So that's that. I'm gonna take it for a drive, and I'm gonna take you guys with me. All right, so we are in the car. We're gonna go for first startup. I do need an oil change. So as of right now, we have no check engine light. Hopefully it stays like that while it idles. All right, so it looks like we're good. I'm gonna take you guys for a drive with me just to see how it acts. Okay guys, so I know you probably heard me talk about turbo and boost and everything, and that's because I do plan on going stage 1 or maybe 2. I'm not sure. Probably stage 2 now that I got the charge pipe and the down pipe. I got everything I need for stage 2. So I might be going stage 2 on this car. I don't know when, because it is starting to get cold. So it'll either be before, I'll say, December, or if not, it'll be towards the end of December, January sometime. The charge pipe, I do feel a little bit difference. It's not significant, but I can feel just a little slight difference in turbo lag and boost and everything. And it feels like it's picking up quicker, because even though it's not significant, I can feel it just because I drive this car every day. So I know how it feels when there's a change in the car. And I literally drove it before to go pick up the torch boats from Harbor Freight. So I do feel that difference. We will be going stage 2 on this car, but I don't know if that's going to be the next thing I do, or if I'll be getting tires or wheel setup or spacers, something like that. That's not as much money, because to go stage 2 is like $600 to $800 depending on who I go to. So that will be a big factor in what I do next. That's the video. I hope you all liked it. I will let you all know in the next video. I do have some other videos planned, and then please like, comment, subscribe, and that's it. See y'all in the next one. Bro, look what I did. I'm over here rushing. I closed my hood and my mic is still on the hood, bro. But it's good. I thought it was gonna hit like right here or right here and be broke, but luckily it went right in the middle.